Welcome back to the fourth episode of the One Piece D&D. I am joined with the crew. Everyone say hello.
Hi.
No.
Haven't slept in 3 days.
For you. So I figured, we just kind of like hop into it. How's that sound? Enough of the pleasantries.
What?
We're gonna, because everyone's kind of split up now, but everyone's gonna have like their own little mini arcs going on within this big arc. So we're gonna start with the Devon arc. So where we last left off, Devon was tackled by the police officers, and he was handcuffed with Sea Prism Stone handcuffs. And for those of you that don't know, Sea Prism Stone, it nullifies Devil Fruits. And I think we talked about that in the last episode. That's why Devon can just like phase out of it, right? Because he's a Logia type. So usually he should be able to phase out like he did in that first episode. But he can't because he has Sea Prism Stone handcuffs. So what we're going to do is just kind of start where that started and just kind of work through that. Okay, so this is where we were. This big red blob is the Jose Eduardo Ash, or the what is it? The Karuii Santiago Blue, and this gray dot is our Alexander Vex. So what happened is the police got you down. The crowd is kind of pushing that way. Everyone kind of flowed out this way, and they pick you up. There's a wagon over here, and they load you into the wagon. It's not really like a wagon. It's like a wagon, but it has like a cage on it, right? So it's like a prison. You feel me?
Yeah.
So they load you up into the wagon with 2 other people, and they start carting you off. Over kind of like up this way.
But can I not like scream? Can I not like scream or anything or help?
No.
Or help? Oh, okay.
I mean, you can try, but there's a lot of ruckus going on right now.
There was an explosion.
You wanna try to scream for help?
Yeah.
What would that fall under? Like, I don't know. You just scream. I want the 3 who are in that group. I want y'all to actually. What's y'all's passive perception?
All of ours. Mine is. I got 1.
On God?
What's your
Not
passive
No.
perception?
It should be like senses all the way to the left or there.
Yeah.
Ah.
Your passive perception is 11.
That's right.
We have an 11 as well.
And an 11 for me as well.
Wow, I
Let's
guess
go.
it's better than mine.
We're even.
I want Vex. I want you to roll a. Let's go performance.
Alright, watch this, guys.
I'm watching.
17.
Woo!
So they can faintly hear you over the sound of the crowd. They don't know. They know roughly where you're at, but they don't know specifically where you're at.
As long as they have a direction to head in, that's all I really care about.
Yeah, so they know where you're at, but you're still getting carted off. So now they know that like you're gone. They know where you're at, kind of, in a way. So because y'all all hear it, I want you 3 to all roll perception as well.
Okay, watch this. Check this out.
6.
14.
Ash.
What are we rolling? Perception?
Perception.
Okay.
Are you rolling?
Yes.
Okay. So, Blue. So Santiago, you don't know where the fuck anything. You don't know what's happening, right? You just kind of like heard something.
Loser.
Blue, you know the direction, but Karuii, you're able to actually kind of pinpoint where it's coming from, and you notice that he's like leaving. You could hear him getting farther away, right? So not only do you know the
Guys, we're losing
direction,
him.
yeah, not only do you know the direction, but you know like kind of like the way he's going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hey guys, I hear him. He's over that way.
How do you hear him? What's he saying?
What do you mean? How do I hear
like,
him with my ears?
What's he saying?
Help me!
He's like, Karuii, Blue, Santiago, help me! I'm getting taken away.
I don't. I'm
What's
too
he
young to
saying?
die.
Pretty
I
sure
don't
he
know
said,
what they
"I got this, guys. Don't worry."
So we don't go that way.
Nah,
I'm
I'm
gonna
kidding. We should
die.
probably back him up. Let's go.
What's going on? I don't know what's happening.
So
going
y'all, I'm assuming y'all gonna go try to follow him.
We're gonna
Yeah.
head in his direction. We're gonna assume that he needs help.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So you're gonna head in his direction. As you're going, though, there are a group of police officers that like try to stop you and tell you to like get away because they're trying to like vacate the area. So we will actually meet you like over here. So you're fighting against like the horde of people who are trying to escape the area. And kind of like lining the streets, there are cops, and they're trying to like direct people away from the area to like the safe spaces. So y'all come up to this guard, and he's like, "Please, y'all have to leave. We're trying to vacate the area, figure out what happened. You need to vacate the premises."
Just
All right. Do I know the general direction that the Devin's going in?
Yeah. So
Or
there's like there's actually supposed to be a house here. Like here. And this is like the continuation of the street. This is just squared off just for like, so I can show you what was happening. Reference the big map. But he kind of was just going that way. Like the wagon was going that way. You don't see the wagon though because it's already gone, but you know that he is that direction.
and there's a guard sending in our way, is there?
There's a horde of guards.
Not for long.
Help me.
Oh brother, this
That
guy's
is
still
insane.
yelling.
No, brother.
Oh, brother. This guy stinks.
There's a horde of guards. Can I just? Huh?
And
You
can
want-
can I see the cart that he's in? Like I know which cart it is exactly.
No, like I said, you don't know which cart it. You don't even know he's in a cart, honestly. You just know
Oh.
he's moving away from you. And you know it's that direction.
And you know he's yelling help.
But you also like you also know that there's a bunch of people running this way. Because this is like the epicenter, right? There's people running that way, there's people running this way. So there's people like going in all directions. But you know for sure he is going, which would be like west right now. He's going straight or east. He's going straight east. Right?
Hmm.
You know that for a
But
fact.
how do we get over there?
I carry the team. Help me.
We can. I'm just saying we can punch our way through.
That's not a good idea.
We could
Mm.
talk.
It's
our way
an
through.
idea.
Yeah, we're gonna keep brainstorming. So we'll keep that on the back
Ah.
The more you brainstorm,
burner.
the further away he gets.
Oh,
Okay,
oh
we know
no!
Let's go around the building through the alleyways to like get around the cops, and then keep heading east and try to follow the sound of his voice.
You're
That's
gonna
a
have to
good idea.
down
I was
this
just I was just gonna
I was-
squeeze past.
I was thinking
so far
north, but
away.
like also, Captain, you are a shark man. You
But
Can't
oh,
just
but there's
squeeze
also
past.
like there's also cops, like I said, there's cops lining the streets because they're like directing people where to go. So if you imagine like kind of like this, right? And they're directing people where to go.
yeah, we're going the opposite way of the burning hotel. So like, if we go north, like around that that house there, and then through the alleyways.
I guess, yeah.
If you squeeze past, you know,
So you're
give
gonna
them
try to,
a
like squeeze
little
past, like, this way.
like a little excuse me, and
Yeah, like, oh, excuse me, man, my house is down this way. Crowds freak me out.
Well, that
You know how- you know
the
how it
arrow. The second arrow is the direction that you want to go, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Just a sec. So you try to like go. Well, let's actually roll for it. Oh, I forgot to mute the time. So Ash, roll a persuasion check, really quick.
Persuasion.
Yeah. Ooh,
Am I persuasive enough?
fairly persuasive, yes.
it's
Yeah, heck yeah.
All right, so you're you go up to this cop who's kind of like two cops that are standing there. And they're like, "Please, you need to like leave. We have safe houses this way. You need to follow the crowd. Go with them. Yada yada yada."
Come up in there, and I'm gonna put my hand on Santiago's shoulder, and I'm gonna be like, I'm like, I understand, officers. We're trying to get out of here, get out of the crowds. My friend here, he's super anxious about crowds. Can we please just take this back alleyway so we can get him in a place where he doesn't freak out? Like, he's a bit of a baby.
They kind of like look at each other and they look back and they say, all right, just make sure you stay safe. Make sure you stay safe. They kind of like, they kind of
Thank you,
They
officer.
slide Jowp back, kind of past them.
He's a
Perfect.
baby.
Thank you.
Already har.
Now that being said, Alexander, as you're in the wagon, you're yelling help. The guy driving, I guess like controlling the wagon, one of them, he looks back and he tells you to knock it off, and like yells at you, like stop yelling.
Calls you.
I continue to scream. I'm like, ah, help me!
So, he's gonna like go back and put this like, not like a muzzle on you, but like a thing over your mouth, basically.
Can I bite his hand? I want to bite his hand.
Roll to hit. It's an unarmed strike. Roll to hit.
Yes, sir.
I want to show him that he won't break my spirit.
16.
That does hit.
That bitch.
What's your armor?
Feral animal.
What?
What's your armor class?
14.
He's gonna smack you.
That's not me.
You bite him. He pops you in the.
He punched you.
I just wanted to know. It was to send a message.
He
sent a message back.
Alright, I'll stop screaming.
2 damage.
It's crazy.
You cry
I'm
while
like-
you're at it?
Nah, I look at him like, is that all you get?
Oh yeah.
You can't say that because he has the thing on your mouth. So.
I'm muffling. I'm like,
You good?
Okay. So you're gonna keep going, and we're gonna cut back to like the crew that are up there. So y'all are going through this alleyway, and like generally that he's kind of just heading that way, heading east. But all you do is just because you just got past the police officers, right? So y'all get to the alleyway. What do y'all do next?
Just keep heading east until we can hear him again. I don't know.
Just keep heading in the
Okay, so just
direction.
keep
Yeah.
heading east.
Yeah, like are
Yeah.
any of us like?
The only one that could really lead us is Ash.
In what way am I a tracker, dude?
I mean, you're the one that had the best perception.
Yeah.
Most.
That's not even true. I don't think I do. I think
no,
I.
you don't. But when you rolled,
You rolled for it.
And I said, this way. Now it's your guys' turn.
Anyways, so y'all are kind of like approaching this alleyway, so you have to make a decision, like either stop, go a different direction, but you don't know where he's at, because like you're trying to listen, but there's no sound other than like the street noise.
All right, Captain, you're part
boy.
shark. Can't you smell him?
Smell him? No, I can't.
why
That's
not?
ju-
Well, that
that's
sounds
just
like
just
racist.
that's an urban myth made by poachers to make us more valuable.
Hmm. So
I
you're
don't know if you know
useless,
that.
is what you're telling me.
Let's not
Okay.
say that. Maybe in this particular situation, maybe I'm not as much help as I could be, but in general,
Santiago, are you any more useful?
I no.
the man punches things. What do you mean?
I make. I'm not good at finding people. I'm good at making scenes.
All right, what do we know so far? He
We're
was
heading.
We know he's
he's
heading
in
away.
distress. He's
Yeah, we
heading
just-
east.
Yeah.
Most likely people to take him. Likely the cops.
Of course. Oh.
The cartoon.
Okay.
Insightful.
Okay, maybe
What?
we should find out if there's like a jail in the eastly direction.
Can't you?
We can-
Do you just want to run over there?
We just want to. Do you think they're gonna have a big giant sign on top of it, being like, "Oh, jail, prisoners kept here"?
Maybe.
Probably, yeah. That's what they do.
We can just keep heading east, and then if we don't find anything,
I'd say we look for the big jail sign.
the big jail sign. All right.
Okay,
How about you, Cat?
The big jail
Ketra.
sign.
Ketra.
What?
I'm trying to remember your name.
Kari.
Kari. Yeah. My bad. That's a television character.
This ain't Shira, Eduardo.
Okay, there's worse mistakes to make, but alright. We're heading east. We're looking for the big jail sign, or at least like a building with maybe bars on the windows.
I was about to say at least barred windows.
Yep. Maybe we'll see some like policemen with horses or
Yeah?
wagons.
It'd be suspicious to ask about a jail, though.
No, I wouldn't.
I don't know. What's a non-jaily reason? What's a non-bad reason to go to a jail?
Visitation.
My uncle was transferred to the jail around. Pointing to me where they...
I don't know. If we're talking to random citizens, I mean, they might be like, "Oh, this person's related to a criminal." That might be a problem. You know?
I'm gonna be like, hey, just because my uncle was at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right.
You know how corrupt the justice system is?
I guess.
During all this deliberation, he has gotten away.
I hate it here.
Were we not walking and talking?
Yeah, but you're kind of like stuck at a dead end.
Wait, we were heading east.
Dog, look at the.
Are
look at
we?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Are we that gray spot?
Yes, that's you.
Oh.
What do you mean he got away? He got away. But we weren't following him. We were just like going in a vague direction because we know he's coming from east. Like, yeah, he got
I'm
away.
saying he got away. I'm just saying, like,
Well, guys,
y'all have
Okay.
Anyways,
Well,
it
Well,
is
crew.
what it is. Now let's
he was
plan our
a
next step of action.
he was a good second hand. Let's keep going.
yeah.
I guess
I
we'll keep
kid.
an eye out for.
Let's ask around.
We should open up our ears, see if we can hear him screaming again.
We haven't heard him scream for a bit. Almost sounds like he got popped in the mouth for being so.
Yeah, that's a possibility, but I don't know that.
Maybe they killed him.
That is a
Maybe they
possibility.
killed him.
On site? I don't think so.
Right? I don't know what the laws are like here. Maybe you don't get a whole trial, and jury and judge. Maybe you just get judged.
It's just, you know, to be safe, we'll just ask and see if where the prison is.
Alright.
You ask.
So,
I said you ask.
We're gonna cut
Fine,
over
I'll
for a
ask.
sec. We're gonna go to Alexander Vex. All right, so now we are kind of in the upper section. So in section 2, if you remember from the last map, there's like 1, 2, 3, right? Y'all were in the lower,
Yeah.
and then Vex was transported to the second section at the police station. One of the police stations, obviously like, I don't know, precinct 1 or something. And it's kind of like hard to tell what's happening, but like all of these are kind of just desks, and these are like jail cells, like big like holding cells. Currently Vex is just like in one of the jail cells right now. You don't have the mouth thing preventing you from talking, but you do still have the handcuffs on. There's quite a few people in here. Most of them just look like thugs, basically. None of them kind of stick out. But there is one that's like sitting next to you. Like you see him like as you go into the jail cell, he was like over here. He like moved over, sitting next to you. And he's just like kind of like striking up a conversation. Like, what are you in for? Just to like paint a picture, he's like probably like in his mid 30s, like late 30s, early 40s probably. He has like a darker beard with like strips of white in it, and he has like an afro basically, but like white hair.
Oh.
And he's like,
Alright.
he's kind of well dressed, but not really. Just like average.
He asked me what I was in for.
Yeah.
Yeah. I reply with, I know this crazy girl, and she decided to catch this apartment on fire, and I helped.
He's like, arson.
Yeah.
Great sins.
Can I like get up and like walk to like the where the bars are?
Yeah,
Can I-
you want to.
Can I like look around and see if I can find like the keys to these handcuffs, or see if I see any keys at all?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Go ahead, guys. Roll that perception for me.
Oh, there would be investigation.
Your investigation higher.
I'm gonna say I feel like I'm investigating. Is that yes or?
Well, it says perception. Your wisdom perception check lets you spot, hear, or otherwise detect the presence of something.
All right, say less.
Investigation. You're looking for clues.
All right, well I got a 3, so I guess I don't see anything.
Oh wait, no, it would be investigation. You might deduce the location of a hidden object.
All right, well I guess I'm rolling for investigation now. Nat 20.
Yeah, you wanted your 3. All right.
What?
So it looks like all because there's a bunch of officers around, right? They're kind of just like at these. It's not quite a cubicle, but they're kind of just like desks. They have like their own little sections, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's only one in this one. There's like the big desk. There's like just officers just randomly scattered throughout. And it looks like all of them kind of have some keys, but the big one in the middle, like his key ring has like some bigger keys that kind of stick out to you. It looks like it might unlock the jail cell as a whole, but you can't necessarily discern which keys would unlock your specific handcuffs.
Interesting. And you said that's the guy who's darker? The darker guy?
Yeah, in the middle right here.
Oh, okay. I
You
was
have
like,
higher ranking.
interesting. All right, that's all I wanted to know. All right, go back to like my little fellow who was talking to me. I'm like, all right, what are you in for?
Let's just say I had too good of a time.
Like, how long you been here?
Oh well, kind of hard to tell. Like, by the way, there's no windows in this place. It's just like
Okay.
bare walls. So I forgot to say that. But he's like, it's kind of hard to tell because there's no windows. But he kind of stretches. If I had to guess, probably about 2-3 days. The processing could take a little over a week in some cases.
Interesting. Well, I can't stay here, and I gotta go. Do you have any means of getting out yourself, or you just kind of stuck here like the rest of like me?
He laughs. Say ha, like a chuckle. He's like, funny you say that. Most of the time, we kind of just sit here and just wait for ourselves to be processed. It's a lot easier that way.
Am I weaponless, Tyler?
Yeah, they confiscated your bag.
Oh my god. I'm useless.
Yeah, they confiscated your bag.
I see.
Be crazy if they let you have your bag.
It's my bad. Well, fuck. I don't know what to do in this situation. I'm just in a cell.
Yeah.
You said there's no windows or anything?
There's no windows now.
Alright, well, I think the only reasonable thing to do here is cause a prison brawl.
Laughs again. Prison brawl. You're a crazy son of a expletive, aren't you?
I sure am, and then I headbutt him in the nose.
He kind of like wipes the blood away, and he's like, "Hey, that was a pretty good headbutt you got there."
I hate it here. I'm not talking to someone else. This guy's unhinged.
I think a prison that has no windows does not have.
This guy's
So he kind of like is just like laughing and cleaning off his nose a little bit. He says, "If you look over, because like all around, this black thing is a bench, by the way, like surrounding the cell, but there's still like there's no wall in between the two cells. It's just like bars, right?" He said, "You're not gonna get very far with me. Those brawling days are kind of behind me. But you want a good fight? If you can find a way to get the guy across the way over there, We'll highlight him yellow. You can get that big guy to fight. I guarantee you he'll start something.
He's in a whole separate cell. How's he about to fight me?
I had to fight you.
Mmm.
He goes,
Alright,
"I recall you saying you just wanted to start a brawl."
Shit, you're right. Is there people in the cell with the yellow guy?
Yeah, so the cells are like all pretty full. Just eyeballing, you'd probably say there's about 15 to 20 people per cell.
Can I use like a perception check on this guy? Kind of like on the yellow guy? See like, and do I notice anything about him?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright.
You're on it now. Oh, it's a 2. Okay.
No, it's a 2. Yeah.
I just saw
my
2.
wisdom's high.
I was like, that's a nat 1, but your perception's just like 0. It's trapped.
Yeah, my wisdom. I'm not wise. I'm a smart boy.
All right. So you look at him. He's a very big guy. Like just eyeballing. Obviously, you didn't do too hot. Dude's probably like 8 feet tall, and he's like bulky too, but like a One Piece character. He is.
And you're nothing without your gadgets.
Right.
Nah, I'm gonna yell at him. I'm like, "Hey, pussy, what are you doing in here?"
He doesn't look, but then the old guy kind of like taps you on the shoulder. Goes, his name's Geronimo.
I'm like, "Hey, Dromino, your mama's so fat
All right.
that when she she jumped in the ocean, all the water went away."
All right. You see him kind of like look over his shoulder at you. He like cracks his neck, and then he stands up and turns around. And he said, "What did you say, little man?"
I'm like, "You heard me, bitch boy. Or are you too dumb to understand me?"
And then there's like a couple small people like around, like not small, like they're average sized people, but like they're kind of skinnier, like scrawny looking, and they're like trying to like talk to him, like they're egging him on, like, "Hey, Geronimo, I think this guy has some trouble with you." Like very like 20s gang.
Hey, you see?
He got some trouble with me, eh?
He's asking for trouble.
He's asking for trouble, eh? So they're not very convincing.
I see that. I see that.
So there's 3 of them, and then this is him. So that one looks bad, but it was like for him just to like calm down and sit back down, and he didn't do that. So he's like fucking pissed, right? Like he is like off the hinges. And you see him grab the bars and he starts shaking it. And as he's shaking the bars, the whole wall of bars starts like rattling. You see him shaking it. And the cops are like, "Hey, sit down, sit down." And they're starting to like kind of cause a ruckus. And then some of the prisoners in there are trying to like pull him off the bars. And you see him just grab people and just throw them with almost, he's just throwing them away from him. And he starts like bending the bars. So he's trying to pull the bars off. He's yelling, "When I get to you, you're a dead man. I'm gonna kill you right here. I don't care about going back to jail." And he's like, trying to rip the bars off.
Going back.
The older guy kind of like laughs and he says, "Well, you've made yourself quite the enemy there."
I'm like, as long as these bars get broken, I don't really care.
All right.
And I look at him like, I looked at the yellow guy again. I'm like, "Come on, come at me then. I'm standing right here. Come at me."
What are you waiting for?
All right. So he, you see him just start pulling really hard, and he just opens the bars up, and he charges, and then just, like shoulder charges your cell. And he busts right through.
Damn, that 20.
He runs through it and just shoulder charges the cell and busts through, and he falls on the ground. There's like a dust and there's commotion because he fell on top of a bunch of people. They're like trying to like push him around, and he's just throwing them, and he goes to grab you,
But where's the police at? What the Marines doing?
They're trying to
They're starting to like gather around and like they're opening the cell right now, trying to like get him off. But like they're still.
They're at the ghost of the hole he made.
time to survive, Devin.
I mean, there's like people there though.
Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, I see what you mean.
Mhm.
All right. I see. So he's standing in this hole, and I'm just looking at him.
He's like on the ground. I should probably like move him around. Huh?
Yeah, because I have no clue where his man is.
Yeah. You know, for someone with low strength modifier, you sure want to start this fight.
Yeah.
And low health.
What's your evasion, Devin?
All right, so
My dexterity, not good
I
at
will
all.
say he's getting off the ground, so if you do want to fight, you would have the first attack.
Kick him.
Can I? No, if I kick him, it's gonna do 2 damage. I'm not about to engage in combat with this thing.
Anything you do won't do that much.
I mean, he made a hole. Can I go through the hole? This at least to the other cell, right?
Well, there's like a little bit of separation between the two. They're not quite like there's about a foot or two of separation between the two cells.
Can I fit through that?
Yeah, probably. Let's see, 2 feet. Yeah, probably. If it's like upwards of 2 feet, then yeah, maybe. It'd be a tight squeeze though. It'd be like.
All right, I'm gonna go through it.
All right, I want you to make a. Just make a pure dexterity.
Okay.
Let's just-
As soon as I got this. I'm him. 11.
What you're doing is transitioning to the other cell.
All right. So, one of the 3 lackeys, he notices that you're trying to like escape the cell. So he kind of gets the others and like almost walls you off, like tries to stop you from leaving.
Why is you stopping me? I don't know this man. I have no beef with this man.
But they're the big guys' lackeys. He's like, hey, Shay, you got some problems with our boss here, Shay.
I see.
So
All
I'll give you one more chance to do something.
right, let me look at something. I'm like, can I like, offer them? I'm like, how much money is it gonna take for y'all to get out my way?
They say no amount of money will allow us to persuade us to leave our boss.
Not even if I have treasure on my boat from the pirate crew I'm from.
So
You know, I've been on many islands, and we found vast amounts of treasure.
So you say pirate crew, and the big guy stands up. He's like, pirates. What crew are you from?
I'm like, I'm part of the Bluegill Pirates.
He goes, never heard of them. Takes a swing.
Okay.
In my mind, you just said that with like your chest. I mean, the bluegill pirate.
Well, I'm proud of the crew I'm part of.
All right, Devin. We're
What, you
taking
missed?
this hit.
Uh-oh. Is it gonna be like from Jason versus Freddy? You're gonna be one of the
this.
civilians?
Yeah, I'm about to be like that. Days like this, but I wish I had a crew.
You're taking it hard.
Yikes.
Oh yeah, I'm knocked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he swamped me.
He wallops you straight in the face, knocks you to the ground.